Morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It's AMI day 20, and I'm going to go over today's science assignment. It's about weather and climate data and reading it from a map. So we do have a little reading to begin with. So let's take a look at that. Here's our reading. This pictorial graph map contains two types of data. Quantitative, which is numbers. You have 5 apples, 10 pennies. That's all quantitative data. And qualitative data. Qualitative is descriptions. Think quality, colors, shapes, relative size, texture. All of those things are qualitative. Scientists use both qualitative and quantitative data to describe their findings. This graph was produced after Houston, Texas received 50 inches of rain in 4 days from Hurricane Harvey. Okay, remember, 50 inches is 2 more inches than 4 feet. This is taller than a lot of our classmates. Okay, there are a couple of videos embedded here. Both of them are looking at before and after in Houston, Texas, before and after Hurricane Harvey. So you can see all the flooding there and see what that really looks like, 50 inches of rain in 4 days. The graph shows the average time it normally takes for areas of the United States to receive 50 inches of rain. Okay, so this map here is showing us on average. This does not include during Hurricane Harvey. This shows us normally how long it takes for an area to receive 50 inches of rain, which is how much they got in 4 days during the hurricane. Okay, so if we look up at our key, okay, to the left we have our shortest amount of time. Okay, the dark blue to almost purple is more than or less than 4 months of time to get 50 inches of rain. And then as we go to the right, and it gets lighter and lighter and lighter towards yellow, that's longer and longer time that it takes for an area to get 50 inches of rain. So this lightest yellow, the end of our key, means that those areas take 8 years to get as much rain, 50 inches, as Houston down here in South Central Texas, how long it took them to get 50 inches of rain in 4 days during the hurricane. Okay. So you can see some darker areas over here, that 4 to 8 month range. Over here, we have maybe 3 years to 8 years. Okay, yep. Montana, Wyoming, looks like maybe in the 2-year range to get that much rainfall. Okay. All right. So our question is actually on page 2. Our questions. Okay. Question 1. What areas take the longest to receive 50 inches of rain? And I have a little sentence frame for you if you want to use it. The blank part of the United States takes the longest to receive 50 inches of rain. A couple of different ways you might answer this question. Okay. If you know your states, you might indicate which states take the longest to get that rain. So you'll have to look at the key. So if you know your states, that could work. Or you might use cardinal directions. So remember that towards the top of the map, that's going to be to the north. The bottom is going to be to the south. Right? To the right of our map would be east. To the left of our map would be west. Okay. And you could break it up further. This would be southwest towards the bottom left. Southeast towards Florida down there in the bottom right of our page. Northeast, okay, that'd be up here, Maine, Vermont, all those New England states. And then up here towards Washington State, Oregon, we have the northwest. Okay, and of course the middle you could call central, right? So you may use that as how you describe which areas take the longest to receive that much rain. Okay. So then the sentence starter, the blank part of the United States takes the longest to receive 50 inches of rain. You don't have to use these sentence frames. They're just there to help you if you need them. Okay, question 2. Look at the graph legend. Are the time intervals even? How does that affect how you read the graph? Okay, so by time intervals, do they increase or do they change by the same amount? Okay, so let me get rid of this for a second so we can take a look at our key, our legend. Okay, so what it's asking us is, as we go across this key, are the time intervals the same? Are they consistent? Are they even or equal? Does it go up by the same amount each time? Okay. How does that affect how you read the graph? Okay. So if they're even or not even, how does that inform us in how we use this key to look at how long it takes for different areas to reach 50 inches of rain? Okay. I agree or disagree. So you'd choose one, that the time intervals are even. The time intervals affect how I read the graph by how? How would that affect you? Your reading of the graph. Okay. Question 3. If you could add a feature to improve the graph to give more information, what would it be and why? Okay, so what other information or what other keys, legends would you add to this graph to help us get more information from it or to better use that graph? And then explain why you would do that. Right? I'll be watching email, Google Classroom, of course, if you have any questions, or you can join me on Zoom later today. Okay. I hope you all are doing well. I miss you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the internets, on Zoom. Good luck. Take care.